and they did place a ward up here. That's how they saw it. That's where they saw Ocelot and where they saw Arane coming down as well.
Yeah, really, really good call, knowing that they were going to potentially be outnumbered, or they'd be fighting underneath the tower without really having the levels, the items, or the health to do so. But you got to admit, the way it fizzled out, they effectively just walked past the tower. Nif didn't manage to land the Zenith Blade. Zenith is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Look at that, Shunpo, Sinister Steel, and the Sonic Wave follows into Resonating Strike, immediately flashes forward, Dragon's Rage kick lands, the Whirling Death misses, Aranea gets away from the Whirling Death. Now that Soaz has joined the fight, he lands the Power Fist, knocks him up in the air. True Shot Barrage deals so much damage. Ocelot has been hit as well. His health has just been chunked down from all the burst. Now Cyanide's rejoined this fight. He's going to be the first member of Fnatic to fall in this team fight engagement. They will be able to pick up a kill onto Ocelot in the background. Lamia's doing the best that he can with those spinning axes. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, but the fight is not over. Shabs wants blood. Shabs needs vision before he can jump onto anybody. Arcane Shift, Essence Flux, Mystic Shots, all going to land. They're going to carry on with the dive. Metal X gets held back with the Rocket Crab, finally going to get caught up. Now Xpek is going to be dived on. He's going to be able to pick up at least one kill underneath the tower. 15,500 gold, completely even between these teams. But technically, SK got the extra kill out of it.
Yeah, and Ratey though was about to spoil it by trying to take down the top turret and get himself some global, or get the team some global gold across the board. A couple more shots and it'll be enough, and the minions are there. So even the Shaps is on his way up. There is our first turret of the game, 1,000 gold up into Fnatic's favour. Nice fight for SK. Fnatic going a little bit too deep considering what they should have been doing. And Ratey's going for a very interesting Irelia build. Not something I've seen for a good long while. Heart of Gold into Doran's Blade and Ninja Tab 8. Interesting one, but if it works for him, it works. Ocelot, how are you building Diana? You're building him with a Blasting Wand, some Doran's Rings and level 1 boots. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Still leaves his options open. Plenty of different places he can go with that. Lich Blade would be good so far. He can still go into Will of the Ancients if he likes, or still go into a Gunblade. Araneo is going to find Cyanide with his face, lands a Bear Stance stun. Going to immediately switch to Phoenix Stance, keeps going for a little bit more extra damage. Nowhere for Cyanide to dash to, but Rated's here, so Araneo is the one that needs somewhere to go. He has 3 people diving onto him, and suddenly he's got somewhere to go. He's going to the place in the sky where Man Bear Pigs find a very happy time.
That's it. He's going to be able to be joining Spider Pig in that particular place. Pick up a couple more items. Pekka has picked a little bit of a fight there with Ocelot. True Shot Barrage comes out in the background. Enrated is a bit low on mana, so he's not really going to be able to spam out his abilities too much. But the first dragon of the game goes down. If Soaz can land this Rocket Grab, he does manage to pick it up. Power Fist into the air. Immediate flash over the wall. Cyanide wants this. Doesn't manage to land the Sonic Wave, unfortunately, so he's not going to be able to dive forward with that executing Resonating Strike. Nif gets away. Compliments of a very good defensive Solar Flare. Stunning Lee Sin, stunning Cyanide in his tracks. But of course, the fact that he missed his Sonic Wave also helped out with that escape. Yeah,
it was a good flash as well, but the grab loads in onto Metal X. The silence goes out. Lamia's going to keep chasing it. The spinning blades are going in. Cyanide's still on the wrong side of this turret, hiding in around the drybush, dancing backwards and forwards with Nif. And now Aranage respawns. Cyanide does not want to be here. Misses another Sonic Wave. Going to keep chasing in. Suddenly Metal X realizes he's there. Dashes to a wall for the shield. Ocelot will come over the wall for a quick kill. Peke comes in there to clean up Nif. He's still going. He has got his ult cancel. Comes in with the Sinister Steel. Gets a second kill. Peke still going. Swimpo in backwards and forwards. Will take these two down very low. And in a 4v1, picks up 2 kills and half health his 2 other opponents. New Katarina's pretty strong.
There's no other way to say it, I'm afraid.
Oh, the grab goes out. Soaz picks it up in the knockup. He's not really got the damage for it. And Lamia's just going to let him go. It's like, no, I'm farming. Just, you do what you like with those guys.
And in the top lane, Enrated manages to go toe-to-toe with Shabs. This is, of course, the top lane player for Fnatic, playing Irelia on this particular game. Oh, Rocket Grab almost lands. Soaz is being very, very brave with this Blitzcrank. He has the Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone ticking over. The next item that's going to be picked up by Enrated, that's a little bit more traditional than what we see on Irelia's. The recurve bow into Null Magic Mantle and eventually making that a Wit's End. How are we actually doing in terms of items if we look at the rest of the lineup? Phage has been completed for Lamia. Makes a lot of sense when you consider his spinning axes. The damage it deals is going to make up for some of the less direct damage items from the likes of a BF Sword. And of course, if he can keep somebody in place, it's going to allow him to keep dealing the damage. Solar Flare comes out. He's going to land the Shield of Daybreak. Zenith Blade is not available, or has not been used just yet. If it did, I didn't actually see it. And unfortunately, not really enough damage there from Metal X to really put Lamia on the back foot, or to a point where he needs to recall just yet.
Nif pings down onto Peke because he's making his way to the bomb lane against Shimpo to a wall. The flash grab goes out, does land on the Nif. Soaz immediately knocks him up. He does Zenith Blade back again. Lamia chasing this down, spinning his axes, but the exhaust is there. Draven picks up another kill. Peke goes under the turret. Half health Metal X very, very quickly. But Ocelot and Arane here to defend him. Cyanide wants to change that. He's coming around the backside. They do see that they're in here. They've got the bushes. Peke comes over with the Shunpo. They're going to join them up. The Moonlight goes straight down. RNA going very, very low. Cyanide staying in there. Peke immediately abandoned him. And they walk straight on out there with one deadly sin.
You could literally see Peke going, do not want. Now we've turned our attention to this top lane. Enrated is picking a fight with Shabs. Shabs is actually on the back foot of that one, but Enrated decides not to chase down. I don't think he had his Blade Surge available. You can see it's just come off cooldown. So the moment Shabs started to run away, Enrated pretty much went, you know what? I can't dash to him to chase him. I don't think I'm going to chase him, so let me just farm up this wave. Crescent Strike misses. Take a look at that. Shunpo into the Sinister Steel. A lot of damage is going down. Peke's going to need to run away. I don't quite know why he died for it. He may have just been buying some time. Soaz and Enrated getting a little bit late to the party. Soaz actually picks up the kill, and now that he's got the blue buff, this might make life even more difficult in this bottom lane. Overdrive goes off. You can hear that little horn as he moves down to the bottom lane. 12-11 up, 1,500 gold. Fnatic looking pretty good right now. Now Metalix is going to put some damage down, manages to get the fake proc. The Solar Flare goes out. The Mana Shield is going to be available for Soaz in just a brief moment or two. And in fact, it's not even going to be needed, as now Lamia is going to carry on dealing so much DPS. Metalix is going to be the first to fall. Lamia catches that spinning axe. Compliments of Draven. Rocket Crab comes back. Another spinning axe. He's going to catch it. Delete the next character. Cyanide picks up the kill credit for this one, though. And all the while, N-rated solo AFK farming top. Admittedly, Aranea has come up to try and slow it down, but N-rated, he's more interested in the top lane than any of these big engagements right now.
Yeah, he's just having to keep farming. He play top lane. Just sit out there and farm. Sit farm. So as the job's easy. That's what they're doing. You can hear it between them, bantering backwards and forwards. Like, what do you
Check up
do
in the
up
top
here?
lane right now. N-rated has jumped onto Aranea, put some DPS down, put some damage. Couple of auto attacks with that Heaton style. Equilibrium Strike locking him up for a couple of moments. And now Pick is going to dive forward. Sinister Tail goes out. The Death Lotus was used, but it didn't deal very much damage, if any, through that turtle stance of Aranea. And it does allow them to put some DPS onto the top tower. And now all of a sudden there's yet another engagement. Cyanide is just going to be able to use that safeguard, jump over the will. Dragon's Rage kick is going to knock him backwards. Take a look at that flash. He's going to use the Lunar Rush onto Cyanide. And wow, that was
Diana.
fast. That was
There it
fast. The DPS that can be put down is huge. If they can carry on blowing people up like that, then it will probably play into their favor. And Crescent Strike lands, but Ocelot doesn't dive forward with the Lunar Rush.
No, not quite ready for it that time. He did have Nif nearby, but he wasn't sure what else there is. And there was a Peke in the mid lane, of course. You could see that in the minions. He's going to land that Crescent Strike and a couple more minions in the mid lane. Just push it back out again. You see Metalex pushing the bottom lane. Oh, used by Lamia to clear the main wave. Why not? It's the sort of thing Ezreal would do. And he does save his turret because of it. So there's a little bit of global gold that's been denied. Soaz on his way back across does take a quick slow from Metalex, but he gets far enough around the corner that the Jackson and the Nif following up behind him aren't with too much of an issue. We do see Ocelot and Peke fighting in mid. Peke is not winning this one. In actual fact, he's dead. And well, 14 kills to 13. SK are not out of this yet, and they're ready to take their second turret of the game.
6-3 on Ocelot right now. Can he do it again? Can he carry SK Gaming to a victory? Take a look at the bottom line. Lamia and Metalix going toe-to-toe. Lamia throws out that stand aside. Metalix, Arcane shifts forward. He misses the Mystic shot, unfortunately. That may have been enough to seal the kill. Instead, he's just going to land a couple more auto attacks. Now that Soaz has joined the fight, he throws out the exhaust. That could have been used a few seconds ago if he was in range. Rocket Grab pulls him backwards in static field plus one more auto attack. And you hear that death timer, that death cry. It sounds very painful. Shabs is maybe thinking about this engagement, considering about using that leap strike into the Empower, but decides against it. And with Peke joining the bottom lane, it will end up being a 4 versus 4. But it looks like SK Gaming are thinking about this dragon. Heaton Star has been activated for N-rated, unless I've misinterpreted that little graphic. The Rocket Grab comes back. Power Fist will be used in just a moment. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quickly enough. N-rated is in and amongst 4 members of SK Gaming. He doesn't have the DPS. There is a knockup that comes back from that Dragon's Rage kick. It's going to buy a couple of seconds time. N-rated is relying on this movement speed to get away. Whirling Death comes out and manages to hit Nif and absolutely nobody else, unfortunately. Exhaust goes down into Aranea, but take a look on the right-hand side. Katarina and Lee Sin are diving forward onto Nif. Does Peke have another Shunpo? If he does, it'll reset the cooldown. There it is. Shunpo is now available. This is now 4 members of Fnatic, or 5 members around. It is Soaz who's actually been removed. He's very low. Resonating Strike comes out, follows it up. Shabs needs to be slowed. He's got the counter strike. Once it goes out, Shunpo. Blades of Death is going to be the next one. Another Shunpo and Sinister Steel. Peke's got the tower aggro. It is a counter kill for Ezreal. Aranea somehow gets away with his life. He dodges the stand aside. The safeguard isn't going to be enough of a shield to save him. Metalix wants more blood. He's going to keep chasing. Remember, this fight started with Metalix picking up a kill before he went down. He's actually had enough time to respawn and come back into the lane. before it finally all fizzles out with a 17-7